I work in social media and I work in digital inclusion. I think they're two sides of the same coin, really. I always say that if you want your tenants to be online, which is a desperate thing that we really do need, then actually the fact that you're doing good social media is a reason for them to want to be online, because then they see reasons for being there and to communicate with, and it helps them, and it helps you as a business as well, because it cuts your costs down, it gets your feedback, and at the end of the day, one of my points I always make is that people are much more amenable to a business which is open and transparent about the way it does things, that has its staff telling stories about the good work they're doing, than they do to some faceless corporate entity, which could always be open to attack by the media, And what we really need to do is to harness the voice of both your staff and your residents to tell good stories about who you are and what you do. I was talking to an organisation yesterday, it wasn't a housing organisation, but it was a related field, who have a really bad reputation because of some mistakes they made in the past, and they have gone all out with their strategy of giving all of their staff access to social media to tell daily stories about the good work they're doing, because apart from anything else, those daily stories swamp any negative press, because there is far more of them than negative press. And I think in the housing field, there are other people out there who've got it in for social housing. They don't understand it, and the media's painted a bad image of social housing. And we need to be harnessing staff who tell their daily stories about the good work they're doing. We need to be getting residents to tell stories about themselves and their communities, and the fact that where they live is a good place to live, that they have stable homes, that being in social housing is a platform for them. All those stories come out through people using social media. I'm very clear that people should be using social media to communicate with their partners, with tenants and residents, and that actually doing that sort of thing will improve their services, because it opens them up to feedback, to constant improvement, to information coming in, and it's what people are doing these days, and it has to be the future.